Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or perhaps welcome back. I hope you're doing well. My name is Keeper and today we are going to be checking out Sips and Sonnets, which is a game where you play as a sweet little old lady running a tea shop and you brew tea for customers and you craft poems. It looks absolutely adorable. It is a visual novel and I do love to partake in these every once in a while. If you want to check out the game yourself, I will have a Steam store link down below. If you like content like this, do make sure you subscribe because there's always so much fun stuff coming your way. And without further ado, let's go live our best old lady life dream as we run a tea shop. Alrighty, here we are. It's so idyllic. I'm so here for it. You can mainly control this game with left click. We love that. Running away. We're getting very dramatic very quickly.
Under boughs and gold canaries, branches reaching for their kin, wishfully I sigh and tarry, waiting for your merry grin. Colours jive across the sky as heavens shake their golden plumes at candy clouds and passers-by. The only missing thing is you.
I forgot that this is, I'm pretty sure, fully narrated. Let's go.
This is the start of a poem I wrote when I was still a young girl. I remember it vividly. I was waiting for my friend Esme in the park after school. It was a Friday. My family had just relocated here in Midsmouth. She was the first friend I made at that school earlier the same week. Making friends makes a new place feel like home a whole lot faster. Esme invited me to the park. I got there first, so I sat by a tree and waited. Oh, how I waited. So much time had passed, I thought she was never going to show up. I almost missed the last bus home later that evening. But just when I thought about dusting off my skirt and leaving, Esme came running up the park hill with that big toothy smile of hers. It turned out she was busy preparing a picnic basket, one rife with goodies, and a thermos of piping hot Earl Grey. That was the best day of my life. That tree became our tree. That park, our park. But what really made that day special was when I showed the poem to Esme. She cried until her cheeks glistened. I feared I made her feel guilty about being late, but she said they were tears of joy. Despite all the poem's flaws, Esme practically begged me to write more. So I did. That memory shaped who I was to become. We stayed friends after school, but eventually she had to move. You know how life is. It likes to whisk your dearest friends to the most remote of places. But what luck! Esme is visiting again. Oh, we haven't seen each other in an age. I would love nothing more than to swing the door to my tea shop wide open when she arrives.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, we will reminisce for hours, I'm sure.
Okay. Oh, we're open. We click. Okay. Oh!
Ah, another lovely day.
Is there someone here?
Oh! I will choke that little bogey.
Goodness! Well, that is quite the entrance.
Sorry, miss. Can I stay here for a bit?
Of course. Would you like me to brew you some tea while you wait? Tea works wonders for passing the time.
No, sorry. I'm not a tea kind of girl.
What's wrong? Ask what's wrong.
Say, would you care to talk about what's troubling you?
Nothing's troubling me.
Lies.
The young woman seemed hesitant to speak freely. Whatever she is going through feels personal, or even embarrassing.
It looks like a little turtle.
Right. In any case, you're welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Thank you, miss.
Have I not seen you before?
Maybe you have. I run around the neighborhood every morning. My name's Cassie. Cassie Bones. I pass by this street a lot, but I haven't been in here before.
I like how it didn't change her name to Cassie Bones. It changed it to Athletic Lady.
Nice to meet you. I'm Meadows, or Matilda if you like. And I get it. Not a tea kind of girl. You'll hear no judgment from me.
She's judging.
I wasn't always into tea either. My schoolmate at the time, Esme, poured me some. I remember it was quite chilly. One cup was just the thing I needed. I've been on the stuff ever since.
And now you run this place. After all that time, huh? That's some serious commitment.
Friends can influence us. Well, do you have a friend you cherish?
Do you have a friend you could say influenced you a lot?
Yeah. Audrey. We sat next to each other all 12 years of school.
Where is she now?
She got accepted at a university in France. I helped her pack. We text every day. If she were here, I wouldn't be bothering you right now, miss.
This is making me feel really bad because there's a friend of mine that I haven't texted in like 2 years. I just sometimes don't, okay? I sometimes just don't respond.
Oh, not at all, love.
It's, my little brother Carlos.
Pardon?
The reason I'm hiding here, he's caught something from school, a nasty cold or something, and now he's like a sneeze machine.
Is he okay?
Is he going to be okay?
He is, but I don't want to catch whatever he's throwing. I'm worried I already did. This is like the worst possible time for me to get sick.
I'm sorry, she thinks that potentially she could be sick and she goes next to an old person?
Oh, have you got an essay coming up?
No. I go to Litra. Heard of them? The League of Excellence in Athletics and Performing Arts?
No.
No, what is that?
Litra. It's a government-run program. It started 10 years ago, I think. They take note of school kids with athletic potential. They then offer these kids scholarships and training programs so they can compete both on a national and international scale. You can even join a Litra program whilst attending college, so you get the best of both worlds. I used to run track back in high school, and Litra offered me a fully paid training program. They got us in touch with genuine athletes and trained by industry professionals, not to mention a monthly stipend.
That's lovely.
It is. I can't believe I'm running for a living. I couldn't feel more alive. But we have a big milestone coming up soon. If I catch a cold now, well, at best I'll have to wait for the next milestone. I'd be months behind everyone else.
I feel like we're gonna be like, well, let me offer you a tea.
I see.
I don't know what to do.
You know, no pressure at all, but not all tea is, well, tea. Ginger is incredible for your immune system. Seeing as you run for a living, it's also great for muscle soreness. Plus, it has a nice little burn to it, of which I'm quite fond.
I really like her, Cassie's art style. Like, I love her hair. I know you can't see all of it. It just looks so good.
Would you care for some? It's on me.
I don't want to impose.
I don't run this place for profit.
Oh, come now. If I was trying to make a fortune, I wouldn't be running a tea shop.
Well, if you're sure, I'd like some ginger tea, please. And thank you.
Okay. Click on the jar to select the tea. Ginger. Let's make some tea. First, place the infuser in the teapot. Okay. Lovely weather, isn't it? It really is. It's usually quite gloomy around here. Each kind of tea has its own steeping time. Check this to read more. Ginger is 3. Okay. Do you like the area? The park nearby is quite nice. The shop is pet friendly, by the way. I don't have pets, but I'll tell my friends. Okay, that's done now. Perfect. The ginger tea is ready. Click there to serve.
Your tea is ready.
We did it.
Holy, this burns! But in a good way.
That's part of its appeal.
Still, I can't believe I never had this before.
I love that there's a tea leaf at the end. Like, look at, and she's so cute. Do you see her? She's so cute.
Thank you, miss.
Anytime, love.
Yeah.
Say, those knickknacks you got there look really nice. Where'd you get them from?
Oh, all over. I travelled quite a bit, and I always liked bringing something back as a reminder.
I wonder if we're going to learn about her travels and stuff.
Which one caught your eye the most?
Turtle. I got this beautiful little tortoise figure in India soon after my job started taking me overseas. She was a journalist, I believe. I was fond of my time there. My conversations introduced me to ideas thousands of years old, but entirely new to me. It is all embodied in this cute wood carving right here. Should I tell you a story? It's a bit sad. The turtle who wouldn't leave. I hope this doesn't get too emotional.
Let's see if I can recall that folktale. A terrible drought was looming, one that would threaten to drain a great lake. The fishes and the frogs sensed this and began migrating down the river, lest they be trapped. However, the tortoise stubbornly refused to leave, proclaiming, "The lake is my only home, as it was my mother's and her mother before her."
I get it.
Well, soon the drought came, and the lake was dried and barren. The tortoise burrowed, biding her time, waiting for the drought to end. It just so happened that a Buddhist aspirant was gathering clay nearby. He struck the earth with his spade, accidentally shattering the tortoise's shell. Fatally wounded, the tortoise said with her dying breath, "I wish I had left. I wish I had followed the river with everyone else. But here I lay, broken, in my mother's home and her mother before her."
I wasn't expecting that.
The aspirant took the remains of the tortoise to his followers and shared with them what happened. He hoped they would learn what the tortoise had learned all too late. We have legs, not roots.
So I guess don't be afraid of change.
When life beckons you, you either move on and flourish, or stay put and wilt. Some people believe this is why tortoises and turtles have a shattered pattern on their shells.
I'm sorry. I think there's something in my eye. Give me a minute. You're so cool. I wish I walked in here sooner.
The two spent the rest of the morning in casual conversation. Every so often, the young athlete's laughter would nearly shake the cups off their shelves. Ms Meadows hadn't had a customer like her in quite a while.
It was so cute. I liked it. I was good. We're gonna close. Yeah, we're closed. We just wait till the next day comes. We just simply vibe in. I don't drink tea. Oh. Okay, no good. I don't drink tea, but I do love going to like a good coffee shop to have some hot chalky. I would totally go here. Over the years, I filled the stairwell up to my bedroom with cherished memories. A framed collage of my life, role models, friends, and some of my favorite art. I like to examine some of them from time to time and reminisce. This one. This is the expose that made my career. Nation's greatest fraudster exposed. For over a decade, the United Kingdom has unknowingly played host to one of the largest financial frauds in modern political history. A shocking investigation into the career of Henry Whitmore, former Chancellor of the Exchequer and current MP for South Kensington, has uncovered a sophisticated and deeply entrenched scheme that siphoned nearly £20 billion from public funds into offshore accounts, shell corporations, and private investments. Wild. Massive amounts of taxpayer money that Henry Whitmore embezzled and was so close to sending offshore. If there's one thing for which I am proud of having achieved in all of my life, it would be not letting that horrid man get away with his crimes. During the few years I spent living in London, I used to frequent the George. I heard the pub is so old Shakespeare himself might have once enjoyed a meal there. So did Dickens. Then again, where didn't Dickens have a beer? I wrote this poem while I was still in school. I was waiting for my friend in the park after class. It was a Friday. Well, you know the rest of that story. Should I read it? Sure. Under bows and gold canaries, branches reaching for their kin. Wishfully, I sigh and tarry, waiting for your merry grin. Colors jive across the sky as heavens shake their golden plumes. At candy clouds and passerbys, the only missing thing is you. Finally, my friend, you've come with passing time and glee in tow. Let's turn our sandwiches to crumbs as we laugh at all we know. Away, away, we weigh like air. Away, away, we truth and dare. Away, away, we're paper thin. Don't wait for your life to begin, just like the turtle. Because life waits for no one, it's on you to give her chase. So give her chase. Aw, cute. My classmates and I threw a party after we finished secondary school. You can see how proud of ourselves Esme and I were. We had a lot of fun arranging it. On the other side of me was Sandy. She ate all the cake. This is an original poster of my favorite movie back when it came out. A woman called a lawyer seeking legal counsel shortly after being a victim of assault. The challenge, she had not left her flat in 9 years. Her neighbors didn't even know she existed. She was also mentally unwell. All evidence pointed to her not being of sound mind, or non compos mentis, in legal terms. That didn't matter to the lawyer, who still believed she had a case. The story escalated as it became apparent something bigger was at work. Against all odds, the lawyer won the woman her due justice. I love over-the-top legal dramas. This was Esme and I at our family's house back in the good old days. We took this in our first year of college. Gosh, fashion sure changed, didn't it? Esme's family was so used to having me around, they thought I had a key to the house. The tea that we had that day was from Assam, a smooth and malty second harvest, which her father brought home from a trip. He was quite furious that we finished the whole tin before he got a chance to try it himself. I miss her terribly. John Keats, one of my favorite English poets. He led a tragically short life, having died at 25 from tuberculosis, leaving beside his fiancée and muse, Frances Linden, whom he loved and idolized. Despite his brief existence, his natural themes and emotionally charged poems had a colossal impact on English literature. Oh, bless his soul, I can't help but wonder, what else would Keats have written had he overcome his illness and lived longer? But I suppose he was right when he said, heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Let's go upstairs. All right, enough reminiscing. Off to my room. I thought I had to read them all because I didn't see the arrow at first.
As Miss Meadows settled in for a quiet evening, there was a gentle knock on her bedroom door.
What?
Come in.
The nurse entered the room with a confident walk and gave Miss Meadows a brief but chilling glare.
How was your day?
Acceptable.
The nurse's face barely moved when she spoke, as if she wore a mask of porcelain.
Last week, she replaced my old nurse, Helen, who just retired. Not a very talkative young woman, she
Your
is.
dose, Miss
What was your name again, love?
Plath. Lillian Plath.
Well, nice to meet.
Your dose, Miss.
Oh, right. Go on ahead.
Shoot. Hold this hand to draw the dose. Oh, I nailed it!
We are done.
Thank you, dear.
She has the bedside manner of a glacier. The last few visits, she barely spoke a single word. But she seems to know what she's doing. I can't blame her. Poor woman has to go into strangers' homes and see them at their worst. I'll make an effort to break the ice, so to
Fancy
speak.
some tea for your trouble?
No.
Well, I hope you change your mind someday. I have quite a wide selection and...
What is all this?
The nurse was pointing at a journal and a pile of papers on Miss Meadows' desk, full of scribbles and ink stains.
This? Oh, this is where I write.
Right, what?
She is so polite.
Oh, it's just an old hobby of mine. I like writing poetry, you see.
Ah,
I wouldn't dare say I'm good at it, but I enjoy it nonetheless. I got my first one framed by the staircase. It has great sentimental value to me.
I have to go.
Oh, do take care, and thank you.
She stopped halfway down the stairs. I hope she liked it. A younger me would have peeked through the door just to see if she liked it. But now, I suppose no one goes through time's ringer and comes out the other side unscathed. I'm just glad to be alive. Oh, Ms Meadows. Speaking of which, I should get on with finishing this part. I've been stuck on it for weeks. Heavens forbid, it could be my last one. Now let's see, I left it off at... Do we get to write a poem? Time to get writing. For this poem, I will draw inspiration from the people I meet every day. Being inspired by people will give my writing a more heartfelt backbone, I hope. I need to remember that once I choose a mood, I can't change my mind, otherwise I'll never finish writing. Let's see, that runner earlier today sure knows how to linger in one's mind. Which of these feelings does she embody more? Youth. Leave a thought in every heart you happen by, as tea so fondly stains the... it's in. Be... warmth that lingers on the fingers held high, the smallest kindness lets their tail. On the pot. It's in. Let their tail begin. Go to bed.
I should go to bed now.
That night, Miss Meadows had a dream. It felt so tangible and slow, as if the air were thick as honey. In that dream, she navigated a dreamscape facsimile of her own home. Suddenly, she was confronted by an aberrant stranger. The stranger had no distinguishing feature, which in itself is not odd. However, it had no face. From hair to chin, it was bare as smoothed marble. Paralyzed with fear, Miss Meadows could do nothing but stare, and the featureless stranger stared back. The distress of this faceless horror shook Miss Meadows wide awake. As she woke, her dream did that cunning thing all dreams do, and made itself forgotten. By the time Miss Meadows was wide awake and out of her bed, the dream was gone, and the stranger with it.
Staccato. I'm assuming this is the next chapter.
Remember how Esme encouraged me to write after I showed her my first poem? She helped me overcome my fear of showing my writing to others. I started writing more poetry, then got into prose, and not long after school, I became a news columnist. My old typewriter stood around here somewhere.
I would love to have a typewriter. I think it'd be so cool.
At first, I only did local news, nothing too important. Then I went national and lived in London for a while. There, I wrote the expose of the decade. That news story I broke is still talked about today. I'm so proud of it, I got it framed on my wall. One success led to another, and soon enough, I was sent to report on events across the world. I remember every city I've been to. All that because I waited for her on that Friday at the park. Someone else might have gotten fed up and left, or gone to bed quite sour about being stood up. But I think it helped temper me into the patient woman I am today. Esme was right back then. The good things in life are worth waiting for.
Very nice. Oh, tea shop's gonna open. Who are we gonna meet today? I think the whole thing is we're leading up to Esme coming to visit.
Miss Meadows was used to customers walking right in and hearing that bell jingle as they do. What she did not expect to hear, however, was a knock.
Is that knocking? That's odd. It's open. Come in.
You all right?
Welcome, young man. You didn't have to knock. The sign did say open.
But, miss, your business looks so much like a home, I felt it too bold to just waltz in.
How perceptive of you. It is my house. I just turned this floor into a tea shop is all. I thought people might find it more relaxing that way.
It certainly is. Nevertheless, I shall treat your proprietary space as if I were a guest in your good abode.
By all means. Are you sure you don't want to put down your backpack?
Backpack was not quite the term. The bulk of the young man's baggage peeked over his head like a jagged mountain looming over a mustachioed hill. Man-sized freight is perhaps more appropriate.
No need. I got quite used to it. Though, I will be sitting down, so that my luggage no longer tries to introduce me to the floor.
As long as you're comfortable. Tea?
Yes, please. Earl Grey. Extra strong.
Coming right up.
Earl Grey, extra strong. I think Earl Grey is, yeah, all the way up the top anyways. Now we wait. How do you like Midsmouth so far? Quaint little town, I must say. It's supposed to rain today, apparently. I grew up here, you know. Must have been idyllic. I miss small towns such as this. Can't help wondering, what do you have in that backpack? Oh, this, books mainly, and 2 laptops. Why 2 laptops? Do you have any pets? I do, a big tortoise. My family are taking care of her. Biscuits? Yes, please.
Here we are.
Much obliged.
The bespectacled man made no effort to hide the wave of relief and contentment that washed over him as he took a long sip.
This is simply splendid. I haven't had tea this good since my trip to Kulukumalai.
Oh my. You've been to Kulukumalai too?
Have I ever? The region of Kerala was where I did my seminal paper on langur ethology.
Langer?
What's a langur?
Oh, right. They're a species of monkey native to the Indian subcontinent. Very graceful. They can leap great distances and possess a rather long tail.
I wonder if it's a prehensile tail, so it can like wrap around things.
Just a good height from the renowned tea farms. Those playful creatures would huddle together at sundown and spend the night grooming one another atop the canopy. But, come morning, they go into a feeding frenzy where they spread out over the blue-speckled Nilgiri hills. Langurs avoid each other during the day, for competition over fruit could be so fierce, it stands a good chance of escalating to a full-blown brawls.
I'm just imagining, like, a bunch of monkeys just, like, fisticuffing.
As if they hadn't been cozying up to each other just the last evening, and would have done so again every night. Ah, I imagine, looking at this behavior from above in a time-lapse manner, it would look like as if the hills were breathing monkeys.
The man was simply transported. Miss Meadows was amused by his infectious passion.
You paint a very vivid picture, Mr.
Adam Oleander, PhD.
Honestly, if I got a PhD, I'd be introduce myself as PhD or as Dr. Keeper. I would love to get an honorary doctorate sometime just so I can be like, hi, I'm Dr. Keeper.
Dr. Adam Oleander.
He gets it.
Apologies. I will address you properly then. Doctor.
That's kind of you. It's a useful thing to have in an emergency. If the emergency involved a charging gorilla or thieving baboons.
My goodness, you're a riot, Doctor.
Forgive my rudeness, Miss
Meadows.
Miss Meadows. I recall you suddenly adding a 2 to your Kulukumalai inquiry. Have you visited?
Oh, it was a long time ago. I was reporting on tea farms there. I was a journalist, you see.
I am in the presence of an esteemed truth seeker then, and a woman with taste to boot.
Oh, how sweet of you. Kulukumalai is where I source my tippy golden first grade leaves. They are simply incomparable.
Ah, I had a sense this was a pot of bergamot-infused TG-FOP1. Truly remarkable. If only more tea shops around here were so committed to quality.
Well, you are always welcome here, Doctor.
I am overjoyed to hear that.
I love him.
However, I'm not staying long, I'm afraid. I'm only staying in England for another week or so. Conferences and so on.
Oh, I used to love conferences. Getting a press badge made me feel special.
She also gets it.
Keen in knowledge we are. Did you find journalism rewarding?
Oh, was it ever? I struggled at the start, for sure. There was an expectation in that industry to comply with certain messaging, shall we say. Unfortunately for them, I never liked being told what to do. I was even fired for it once.
Goodness.
But then I made my big break. It was validating to see that holding on to my principles, painful as it was worth it.
And what principles are those?
The truth must be revealed exactly as you find it, without embellishments for anyone's benefit.
With that, I must concur. Some members of the scientific community were found accused of misconduct, similar to what you say you were expected to commit. They are desperate enough for accolades that they fake data or twist it to serve their needs. It causes more harm than good. Pure selfishness is what it comes down to.
Precisely.
But please, continue. How does your career relate to your journey with tea?
Well, after my big news story, you see, I was getting requests to cover news all over the Isles, and later on, the rest of the world. That's how I got to know tea so intimately, by flying around and trying all sorts.
I have no doubt you did us all proud.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say, Doctor. Say, the conference you're here for, what's it about anyway?
Just keeps holding it up.
Oh, that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You'll think I'm having a laugh.
No, please, go on.
Well, if you insist, I am here to attend a conference on recent discoveries on type 2 diabetes in domesticated fauna.
Pets can get diabetes?
Pets can get diabetes.
It's sad, isn't it? Roaming the wilderness, they are at nature's mercy. But at home, they are at ours, including our terrible eating habits. Can't blame them. It's easy to take well-being for granted.
Pardon me for asking, but your research seemed more focused on wild animals rather than pets.
Keen of you to notice. You see, I'm not so much interested in pet diabetes myself, heartbreaking as it is. But if you must know, I do have ulterior motives.
What do you mean?
You see, the board at my institute will be attending. Loath I am to admit, those jackanapes get the final say on which research team gets funding, and how much. A big say, that is. And they don't seem to find my kind of research quite so fashionable as to deserve any more funding.
Oh, well, I'm sorry they're giving you trouble.
No, it's quite all right. This is not the first time they block my funding, and it will not be the last. My attendance at this conference is precisely because I wish to persuade them to reconsider. It worked before, and it will again.
I admire your enthusiasm.
Besides, the world's not got much to lose if I don't get my funding. People's lives don't get any better for having known the circadian rhythm of lowland gorillas, or the play habits of young capuchins.
Miss Meadows sighed empathetically. She could hear the man's passion for what he does being stifled by something deeper. The awkward silence clung to the walls like mold. Miss Meadows knew she had to do something.
Let's be assertive. I don't know what that's going to be.
In that case, you should really give it to them.
Telling him to be.
Be assertive.
Huh.
They represent a funding body for research. You are a researcher. By all rights, that money is yours.
I see where you're coming from, but these matters require a bit of delicacy. If they reject my proposal this time, there's nothing I can do.
Then make your proposal very difficult to reject. From what I hear, you put yourself in a great deal of danger to document your discoveries. You put blood and sweat into a pursuit you deeply care about. Make that passion plainly visible, the same way you did telling me about your work just now. They can't say no to that. Assuming they're not pocketing that money for themselves.
No, they wouldn't. But you're right. I will consider your approach.
Well, Doctor, the way I see it, were it not for your research, you and I would not be having this delightful conversation. And if I still had it in me to travel, I would have loved to join you on your expeditions. See? That's one old person's life you've made better already.
Oh, miss, you're far too kind. I've been meaning to ask. You have quite the menagerie gathered on that shelf back there.
These are my little treasures. Do any of them stand out to you in particular?
Here's the thing. So we did this one already, so I'm not going to do it again, but I feel if we hadn't, because his family's raising a tortoise, we should have done it now, and I bet you there's an achievement for that. Let's do this, though. Fancy tea set I bought in Turkey. This decided to turn red. Thoughtful people they are. Just share something meaningful that happened to me there. Perhaps a cultural overview. Tea in Turkey. Oh my god. Oh, good idea. Although a bit embarrassing. Hee hee.
You may have heard, but Turkish people historically preferred coffee. Tea became their beverage of choice no more than 100 years ago, and yet it is already deeply ingrained in their culture. So much so that telling someone, put the tea on, meant you were coming over. Everything from casual conversation to business meetings were held over a freshly brewed teapot. A tea shop owner would walk over to nearby businesses and pour them each a cup, which I thought was a nice gesture. As you can see, the tea set here is two-tiered. One for highly concentrated tea, another for hot water, keeping each other warm. If you preferred your tea open, it meant you wanted it watered down. But if you liked your tea strong, you'd say you want it closed. Even children there get some tea, though theirs gets cooled down and served with some biscuits to make it a little treat.
I love that we're like learning things too. It's so cool.
I was so captivated by their love for tea, I decided to buy a set for myself. They said the fancy ones were a tourist trap. But it didn't matter. Funnily enough, while the set I got was for tea, the cups I thought came with it were actually meant for coffee. Their teacups have no handles. Besides, the tea sets they actually drink from are a lot less ornamental. Simple glass and metal. But you have to admit, this tea set and coffee cups look nice together.
Oh, nothing embarrassing about it. One time, I bought a comb meant for horses.
I love him.
I used it anyway. This makes me want to start a collection of my own.
The two enjoyed each other's company over tea for a good while. It wasn't until near sundown when the scientist decided to take his leave. Ms Meadows closed shop and went to her room for the evening.
Is the nurse coming back? Because, like, I assume we gotta get that shot, like, every day, right? He was fun. I liked the first girl, Cassie, but he was just a riot. Big fan. What a delightful day this was. Well, off to bed, or maybe I feel like reminiscing again. My successful poem, I've got chestnuts to roast. Incidentally, the night before Esme left Midsmouth, we met at the park one more time. She brought roasted chestnuts. I made Earl Grey. She told me she wanted to make more, but roasting chestnuts was such a slow process she didn't want to risk being late to our outing. Another success I owe to her, I suppose. And then this one. An avid fan of my poetry who used to come to my tea shop often painted this for me. I could not help but frame it and hang it on my wall. To have something made for you is a great honor. I agree. I put it in here to remind myself to never take such gifts for granted. Oh, we have to do one more, it looks like. This portrait of an old man shedding tears shakes me to the core for some reason I cannot explain. Someone at our age should have done all their crying decades ago. It is unfortunately the same age where everyone knows you start to wilt, and you wonder, am I the unlucky one for living long enough to grieve them? The Corinthian Maid by Joseph Wright. This is a recreation, of course. I cannot afford the original. The young man fell asleep against the wall. He was tired and had a long journey the next day. So his lover, Debutades, carefully traced the outline of his shadow onto the wall. That way she could have something to remind her of him while he's away. Something about that playful yearning always moved me. I can't go yet. We've done that. Nellie Bly, one of my 2 journalistic role models. In 1887, Nellie was admitted to the so-called lunatic asylum for women. I was like, wait, is this the one that was on cover? I've heard of her. The truth is she was undercover. She only pretended to be insane to enter the asylum and investigate it from the inside. She witnessed the inhuman living conditions that the admitted women were forced to undergo under the guise of medical care. Her report on the asylum not only revolutionized investigative journalism, but psychiatry as well. Nellie Bly, heroism exemplified. Louise Mack, one of my 2 journalistic role models. She was the first woman to report from the front lines of a war, and not just any war, the Great War, World War I. Louise was so far away from home being an Australian, but she was unstoppable. Her bravery and dogged pursuit of truth in the face of death itself, it lit a fire in my heart. I inherited this mirror from my grandmother. It has been in the family for generations. Looking at my reflection always gave me the courage to look inward. Introspection is the root of all personal growth, after all. However, lately, I don't know, looking at my reflection gives me a sense of mild unease. Ha! Must be the wrinkles. Can I go upstairs? What does this do? Come my, Oh, it wants me to click on that one. Okay. We already did this one. There we go. It looks like it wants you to do specific ones. Why did I have to get a house with stairs? Mode. Nurse? There she is. Nurse.
The stern-looking nurse had not said a word since her timely arrival. She wore the same expressionless face like it was part of her uniform. But Miss Meadows would not be so easily deterred. She was determined to be her friend.
So, how was your day?
Fine.
That's nice. I had an interesting day myself. Curious young man stopped by for tea. Quite an avid scientist he is.
Is he?
My, yes.
I'm gonna go with he studied monkeys because... Okay.
The nurse's lack of interest could preserve perishables. Miss Meadows rallied, however. She was not going to let the young lady get away with being broody 2 nights in a row.
See, you're the artistic type, aren't you? I've got a feeling you express yourself through some medium, yes?
I did.
Not anymore?
No. I practiced the violin, but... I grew out of it.
They say it's like riding a bicycle, playing music. You never forget how to do it. Is that true?
I wouldn't know. I never got back to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your dose, miss.
Okay. Oh, too much. No, other way. Can I not go? Oh no, we're gonna kill her. I'm not ready. Oh, shoot. Okay. Continue playing. I can't go back down.
Miss Meadows felt a wave of lightheadedness when the cold medicine ran through her veins.
I got an achievement for overdosing her.
Blaming exhaustion for this temporary feeling, Miss Meadows decided to take a deep breath and let the nurse finish.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Another night, and Miss Meadows had to admit defeat. Cracking that egg will take more than just casual conversation. The old lady wondered to herself why she was so determined to get the nurse to be more sociable. Did she miss the previous nurse, who was much chattier? Did she feel the current nurse's guardedness was her own fault somehow? Or did she feel lonely at night when customers were not there to keep her company?
Probably a little bit of all of it.
Somewhere, out in the night, low heels stomped away on a damp pavement. After sitting in silence for a brief time, Ms Meadows decided to get back to writing her poem.
What an eventful day. That scientist was so fun to talk to, if a bit long-winded. Were I to describe him with one word, what would it be? Enthusiastic. Curiosity. I wandered blank where silence held its breath, my thoughts of you like lanterns in the dark. When asked to blank of you, I did at length, until my throat dried up and turned to bark. It rhymes, yes. I wandered path where silence held its breath, my thoughts of you like lanterns in the dark. When asked to speak of you, I did at length, until my throat dried up and turned to bark. I mean, there was really only leave this strong. There's really only like two places, or like one place
There
where we
are
could
perks
do
to living
things,
as long as I have.
where we could actually make variation in that with it not being weird.
One such perk is that you get to be a living witness to many events, both great and terrible. School children would be yawning through history class, but to you, it's not history. How could it be? You were there, a living, moving collage in your head, one you get to relive with verisimilitude, real as the day it happened. Some say longing for the old days holds you back, that nostalgia keeps you looking backwards and denies you the joy of living in the moment, like eyes glued to a television, missing out on all the life going on outside the window, as if such a thing would be an act of sacrilege to those older and thereby worthier memories. But I much rather think I've seen plenty. I've earned a bit of telly time.
I've earned some time with the TV. Give her open again. Who will we meet today?
Miss Meadows felt energized this morning.
It's because she got overdosed.
The arrival of her dearest friend, Esme, was drawing near. She swept the floors, tidied the tables, and was ready for a new day. And what better way to start one than with a fond and familiar face?
Is it Cassie? Oh,
Morning, Matilda.
he's as tall as I am over here.
Oh, Ollie. You all right?
Yeah. You?
I'm all right. You know, I was wondering when you would stop by. I haven't seen you in a month or so.
Sorry about that. You know, kids. Grandkids.
Last time he came into my shop, he said something about helping one of his daughters relocate, I think.
Oh, yeah. How's Aisha?
Wears me out still. Hard to believe she's turning 20 soon.
Well, you knew what you signed up for, having another kid that late, Ollie?
Savage.
I know.
Their mutual laughter had a warmth to it, like a comforting memory. They knew each other better than any two friends could.
What's new with you?
Well, you know, Esme's coming to Midsmouth for a visit. Oh, it'll be lovely to catch up.
Esme's coming?
Yes.
Did she call you?
As a matter of fact, she did. Shortly after you left last week, she said she's staying for a month, visiting family. What's wrong, Ollie? I thought you two were close as well.
Yeah, what's going on? Something's sus.
Oh, it's nothing.
The old man dodged the question with little finesse. She recalled that Ollie had an awkwardness about the subject ever since Esme got that job overseas.
Maybe he had a crush.
Thinking better of the matter, Miss Meadows decided to drop it.
Would you like the usual?
Oh, yes, please.
What's the usual?
Green tea coming up.
Green tea. Let's see. 2. I knew that it was like you wanted it less strong. What else have you been up to? Saw my grandkid's piano recital. He's a natural. We haven't done anything together in ages. We can go on to the road trip. I miss Scotland.
My goodness, Matilda.
And his voice actor? So good.
Oliver smiled widely after his first sip. Ms Meadows could see his tensions melting away.
Nobody makes it like you do.
It's like smooth.
So, what's new with you?
I'm writing another one. I think you'll like it.
Are you? That's brilliant. Your last poem was really thought-provoking.
To look in a mirror. Oh, I don't know what you liked in that one. When I was done with it, it took all I had not to scrap it. But you insisted that I didn't.
I couldn't let you. That poem was a gem. You touched on introspection, a subject that's dear to me. The most sincere kind of growth only comes from acknowledging what we see in our reflection. You made the abstract tangible, a mirror, a bit on the nose, but so understated.
Oh, don't remind me.
Come on now, you said it yourself. You can look away, or you can confront what you see. We tend to be so focused on surviving the outside that we forget to look within.
I think this is the first time she's had tea with someone.
Your inner self is a child. Neglected, it becomes unrecognizable. If you look in the mirror and see someone else looking back, know that it is still you, warped by years of inaction. That's what you wrote, isn't it? Blunt as it was, how could that poem not move me?
Miss Meadows tried not to smile too brightly. She would not admit it, but she enjoyed being quoted from time to time.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Oh, Oliver, you're too kind.
So, tell me, what's your next poem going to be about?
I decided to get my inspiration for this one directly from people who come here to my shop.
So that means we get to choose and make Ollie part of it.
You should have met the interesting people who came in the last few days, Oliver.
Oh yeah,
Well, there weren't that many customers, if I'm being honest. But the ones who came by were quite distinct.
Yeah, there's only been one each day. An athlete and a scientist.
One was an aspiring athlete, the other a scientist.
a scientist here in Midsmouth?
That's what I said.
Midsmouth is how you say it.
What sort of scientist?
Oh no. Ethnologist, ethologist, entomologist,
He said he was an entomologist.
I think.
Bugs?
Oh.
What? No, apes.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I'm sure that's what he said.
Entomology is bug science, Matilda.
Listen, I'm old, Ollie.
All right. Oh, he was a chatty fellow. I wish you two could meet.
Me too. It'd give me a chance to know what he really does for a living.
Listen, Ollie.
Ollie.
Sorry. Go on.
Well, anyway, he was interesting. And so was she, the athlete. I felt I could learn a lot just listening to them talk about their lives. And they love what they do. I find people like that inspiring.
You're pulling out all the stops now, aren't you?
I am. I feel like I have to.
What do you mean?
Well, let's be real, Oliver. I'm not getting any younger.
Oliver looked like he was going to contest that statement. To say she's wrong, to laugh it off, to proclaim she's got plenty more left in her. A conversation they've had many times over. Instead, he decided to take her mind off of that grim tangent.
Is she dying?
Does your new poem have a title yet?
No, I've yet to come up with one.
Well, you better finish it, because I want to be the first to read it.
Meadows' gloom ceded to the warmth of gratitude.
You most certainly will be.
She hoped the conversation would organically return to the subject of Esme, but it never came to be. Next time, she told herself. For now, she simply enjoyed Oliver's company, as she had when they first met, many years ago.
Oh, we didn't get to do one of the trinkets this time. Interesting. Oh, guys, we got the nurse coming again. Let's see how this goes. I'm so glad Ollie stopped by. Every time we chat, time just flies by. I wonder why he got so weird when I brought up Esme. I always had a sneaking suspicion he had a thing for her. That's what I guessed too. Hee. Okay, we've seen all these. Onward and upward. We got achievement too for checking them all out. Oh,
This evening, the nurse looked less tense.
we're getting to her.
Miss Meadows decided to seize this opportunity to chisel away at the ice wall once more.
Or maybe she feels bad for overdosing last night.
Thank you for coming in so often. I hope it's not out of the way for you.
It is not. I live nearby.
Well, that's good. You're welcome in my tea shop.
I don't like tea.
You know, I had a customer the other day who said the same thing.
A young
She was
woman.
this young woman, no more than college age. If souls emitted light, hers would be glowing like a star. She said she was not a tea kind of girl, but I changed her mind. Mind you, I cheated. I gave her ginger, which isn't really tea. But a win is a win, I suppose. Anyway, you can't knock tea until you try it. And don't judge tea by the dust bags they sell in grocery stores. They're the lowest quality you can get. You've got to try the real thing.
Miss, I have had real tea before. It's not for me. Do you want your meds now?
All right.
You pushed too hard. Okay. We got so lucky on the first. Only a little bit over, it's fine.
Plath gave Miss Meadows a long once-over, head to toes. Before Miss Meadows could ask what it was about, the nurse was already leaving without a word.
I should get back to writing. I wish that it didn't go by so quickly. I'm gonna kill her. My new nurse is quite the character. I can sense a mixture of difficult emotions within her. Which one felt more prominent? Oh, we're doing the nurse. We're not doing Ollie. Anger. Be wary, words are implements of war, and just as much their beauty of their own. They soothe and make imagination. They charm. That one goes there. They soothe and make imagination soar. They charm. Let's go they charm. And make imagination soar. In equal weight, they cut down to the bone. Alright. Ethos.
Years ago, I remember looking in the mirror and barely recognizing myself. Is this me now? Asked a confused voice in my head, quite loudly. You don't see the creases on your face slowly settling in? They get the jump on you, in a way. They're a welcome change, once you get used to them. Some say the crow's feet are signs of having cultivated profound wisdom. But I've met plenty of fools my age. Wrinkles are not a sign of wisdom. They only signify that you had a chance to stop being a fool. Whether or not you did is another matter. Revealed only when you open your mouth to speak.
She's kind of savage.
Besides, what good is wisdom? You can make anything sound wise if you phrase it right. I'm doing it right now. But no, not me. I'd much rather be kind than wise.
Once we open, I'm gonna pause it. And we're gonna stop for the day because we've reached about an hour.
The pang of melancholy brought about by Miss...
There we go. Let's go to, yeah. That's okay. We just saved it, so it should be fine. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I have really been enjoying this. It's so nice to be read to in games occasionally, especially when it's one that is so heavy in dialogue like this one. The voice actors are fantastic. The characters are great. I'm afraid that I'm slowly killing Ms Meadows, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I look forward to more. I look forward to meeting Esme and anyone we meet along the way. It should be a good time. If you want to check out this game yourself, again, I will have Sips and Sonnets linked down below for you. If you like content like this, do make sure you subscribe because we're always checking out new games, doing full playthroughs, checking out demos, playing American Truck Sim, and then shorts when I do remember to post them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!